Hey everyone, my name's Karen and I am a massive Ann Patchett fan. So Tom Lake came out today and I have already read it, which is because I am a massive fan. So essentially, I just wanted to spend this time telling you what Tom Lake is about and if I would recommend it. My first information, I guess, about Tom Lake came from this postcard that Anne sent me herself, in which she told me that she was about to start writing it. So this is from December of 2021, and she said that she was going to start writing this book any day now, and that it would be set in northern Michigan. So already I'm super excited because if you don't know, I live in Michigan, and for anybody who lives in Michigan, going to northern Michigan is like, it's like your whole body just like, let's go, releases, and it's just freedom. And the further north you go, the better. So UP is the ultimate. One of my favorite towns is also one of Ann Patchett's favorite towns, Petoskey. And I will have a chance to meet her again for the second time in just a few days in Petoskey. But let's go back to the book, Tom Lake. So this is the story of a family basically that lives on a cherry farm in northern Michigan around like the Traverse City area, I would say. And it essentially is the mom, Laura, kind of telling a story to her three daughters who are adults now. They're young adults, they're in like their 20s. And basically they find out that their mom used to date a famous actor, like super famous, and they just want to hear all about it. And so throughout the book, the mom is kind of recounting the story of how she came to know this actor and what their summer together was like. And it's just interesting what she includes, what she leaves out. You're flashing back and forth between like her summer as an actress in this place, which I'm pretty sure is Interlaken, but it's called Tom Lake. It's basically like an artist community, like summer theater situation. And in Michigan, we have Interlaken, which is a year-round boarding school for the arts, but also has summer programs. And so I'm pretty sure that that is what Tom Lake was modeled after. So it just tells of her mom's story from that time period and then goes back to this cherry farm where they are living on now, and just shares like what has come of her life and about her family and about each of her family members, her daughters, and where their lives have gone and how her decisions made during this summer ended up being super important for the family that she now has. So I think that because I'm such a huge Ann Patchett fan, I am guaranteed to love this book no matter what. I also love that I knew about it ahead of time, so that's like another thing that really makes this book special for me. And then obviously the fact that it was written about a place that's so familiar to me, and where that location is almost like another character in the story is just super special and is kind of like a warm hug from northern Michigan. So I loved it for all those reasons. I also listened to it as a hybrid, so I was reading it myself and also listening to it while I was doing stuff around my apartment today. And it's read by Meryl Streep, so obviously that's also amazing. The one thing that was equal parts fun and slightly disappointing was that her past two books, this one and the one before it, it feels like they're less made up and more realistic. And so in her last fiction book, The Dutch House, there's so many parts where I could pick out things where I was like, oh, well, like this is Anne, or like this, I know this person actually in real life because they own this bookstore in Petoskey. And the same was true in this book, where instead of creating character names, I mean, she did create some character names, but a lot of the like side less important character names were all people that she knows in real life, and the majority of them were from her bookshop in Nashville. So yeah, Ray Ann is in there, Kat is in there, who I know and am friends with on Instagram. Just like all these people who are actual real life people are used as character names in the book. And then also there's a lot of dogs that are at the bookshop that she owns in Nashville, and their names were in there as well as the pets. So that was kind of fun to see, but also I was like, Anne, please, like, pretend, like, make something up. But it was only character names, right? So that's just like a way to pay tribute, I guess, to the people that are important in your life. So overall, I feel like I would recommend this book to anybody who is a fan of Ann Patchett, who wants to experience a summer in northern Michigan, or kind of like a coming of age sort of young adult story, or who likes stories that kind of go back and forth between like the present day and like someone recounting a story from their past. You would also like it if that is you. Let me know if this is on your TBR, if you plan to read it, or if you've read anything else by Ann Patchett. I will say, if you are new to Ann Patchett, my favorite is State of Wonder, which is about a woman scientist in the Amazon and is super like feminist and stuff like that. And she does have a few political points that she sprinkles in here as well, but they're just like, they make an appearance and they disappear. So that was interesting. And then I love her nonfiction so much. I love being nosy and glimpsing into the lives of others, and that is what her nonfiction is. And her last nonfiction, Our Perfect Days or something, I will put it below. The story of her and her friend. There was a couple essays that were about her and her friend, were so beautiful, and I loved every minute of them. So yeah, if nonfiction is your jam, read her essays, and if fiction is your jam, I would start with State of Wonder. I think that's her best, even though it's kind of an older one. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.